everyone? Welcome to the Don't Judge, Just Love podcast for yet another episode where we talk about a lot of different things.
All the things with no judgment.
Only love. Only love
buddy.
here. Let's do it. Okay, so
we're getting so good at our tagline.
we are getting so good. So the not really. So the topic that we're talking about today is something that's kind of fun.
We thought it would be fun. Hopefully.
I think it's going to be fun also because we're taking some of your inputs and some of your fun quirks. So relationship and familial quirks.
Familial.
Look at that. Wow.
It's a fun word to just
It is.
slide in there.
It is very fun.
Yeah. We thought it'd be funny to talk about each other's quirks and just like funny habits that we have. And if you follow me on Instagram at Shannon Willardson, I asked my audience to contribute as well. So this is our first like audience participation episode, which I'm super pumped about because the submissions were hilarious.
So funny.
I was living for the things that y'all were telling me about your partner's quirks and funny habits and or like funny things that you do in your relationship. So we're just going to read them. That's what this episode is. We're going to read the things that you told us about you guys. And then we'll share some of ours. A lot of these spurred thoughts for us about like just weird crap that we do too. So,
oh my gosh.
So we're just going to get into it. We're going to be super open and vulnerable and just like talk about how weird we all are. Because we're all just a bunch of
We're all
weirdos,
very
right?
weird.
Right,
we're a
guys?
bunch of weirdos, but just so
why
you know, you have a safe space here. We're weird too.
And you're not alone in your weirdness.
Some of us are more weird than others.
Chase and I are freaking weirdos. Okay, well, that might be true. All right, let's do this. Okay. So someone said, makes a specific fart face. Like I know he's trying to fart because of this stupid grin. That one had me rolling. Okay.
I love that. Okay. Another one is to evenly wet. Sorry. Okay, next one. He will pour himself a bowl of cereal and then constantly tap down the top layer to evenly wet the whole bowl. So much tapping. So much tapping. Can you just picture that? Envision that just tapping the bowl to make sure all of it's soaked.
Okay, I don't wear pajamas in the house. No, let's see. I don't wear the pajamas I wear in my bed outside the bedroom. I have house pajamas and bed pajamas. This one cracked me up a little bit because I don't have for me it's not pajamas, it's underwear. So I have like daytime underwear and bedtime underwear. And my bedtime underwear.
Please tell more.
Is that normal, by the way? I know this is rhetorical. I wish you could just be responding as we're doing this. But yeah, I always wonder, like, do other people have this? But for me, it's because my bedtime underwear is larger than my daytime undies because I just want to be super comfortable when I'm sleeping. And sometimes, I'm not going to lie, that will lead to me wearing Chase's underwear to bed. That is a thing. Because his underwear is nice and big and it's really comfortable. He doesn't always appreciate that, which is somewhat understandable. It's
when I run out of underwear and there's not any left for me because she's been wearing my underwear.
Well, and you've commented before on like, it's like he'll look over and I'm wearing his underwear that has the little penis hole and
Way TMI.
Oh. Well, that's what men's
totally, but
so men's underwear
it's
looks
true.
like.
You're right.
Okay. Anywho, enough of that one. All right. I'll read that one. This one is hilarious.
Okay. When my husband farts, he always says, "There's a kiss for you."
That one was
That
too
is so
good.
funny. There's a kiss for you.
I'm gonna steal that. I won't do it right now.
I have an uncle that he would like stomp his foot and be like, "I just stomped on a barking spider.
What a barking
Just
spider.
got him. Just got him."
So funny. Okay, I cut his toenails and fingernails. I thought
That's interesting.
That was a weird one. I wonder if that's kind
I
of
think
normal,
fingernails
though.
isn't as weird to me. I think toenails, though, I don't know. It just feels like
You don't think it's kind of interesting that
they don't cut their own fingernails? I don't know. Maybe does someone have like
your fingernails?
Probably not. Because what if you do it too short and it like starts bleeding or something?
Man.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
I don't know about that. But
The
that
toenails.
is funny. That is a good one.
My husband always locks the bathroom door when he poops. Like I want to go in.
Like I want to go in. This one is funny to me because
I know exactly what story you're going to share real quick.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is it? Go ahead.
When we first got married.
That is the story.
On our honeymoon.
Share. That is the story. Yeah, this is funny because I grew up in a family where we did actually want people to go to the bathroom with us. Like I have 3 sisters, and we would literally be like, I have to poo, come talk to me while I we'll like go. Because you're going to be in there for a while. And they'd like sit outside the door so that the stench wasn't as bad. This is so TMI. But we would like make each other go to the bathroom with us and like, come talk to me while I pee. So the story that Chase is referencing is that when we first got married, we're on our honeymoon, and I had to pee. And so I just like casually get up and start walking to the bathroom. And Chase is like, where are you going? What are you doing? And I'm like, I have to pee. I'm going to go pee. And he's like, well, I'm coming with you. And I'm like, you want to come with me to go pee? And he's like, yeah, we're married now. And that's how he said it, kind of like, how dare you try to go pee without inviting me to come with you?
That's right.
And I was like, all right, come on.
I mean,
go.
So again, I grew up in a family of all boys, and so the bathroom door wasn't really closed. It was always open. Like
I grew up in a family with 4 girls and 3 boys, and same. Our bathroom doors were always open too. See, there were a lot of things where I was just like, this is soulmate status. Like literally, I mean, obviously that wasn't like the thing.
I knew by him keeping the bathroom door open, this is a keeper.
He's the one. But it was like this is going to give you all the ick. I'm just warning you. But it did. It like was kind of a tender moment where I was like, oh, like this was definitely the right decision. This is my guy.
That is so funny.
And so we just sat there in the doorway while I did my business.
So funny. Okay,
it might have been different if it was a number 2 on our honeymoon. I don't think either of us did that on that first night.
I don't know if I don't think so. I would have been like, you know what?
It didn't take long though.
You do your business.
We're pretty open people. Okay. Okay. He crushes Cheerios by hand before eating them. It's a soggy dust. And apparently this person's dad, grandpa, great-grandpa all did this. I think that is hilarious. This is exactly what we were talking about, just like the weird crap that people do. But I love it because it's what makes us all human. Okay, I circled some of these that like came up repetitively. There was a lot of my husband leaves the cabinet doors open. There was
which I actually don't do.
Yeah, you're good about that.
I don't leave the cabinet door.
There was a lot of that one. Okay, this next one. If we are in a fake argument, like where we can both laugh but are slightly annoyed, we call each other names that aren't words but sound awful. Like we'll say, okay, flump. Sure, slop.
Which is really funny. So Shannon's family, they give you a nickname.
We are a nickname type of family.
They do.
It's not even on purpose, though. Like,
no.
It's just a thing that very organically happens.
And you don't get to choose. It's not like you can you can't solicit or put your own nickname out there.
No.
It is chosen for you.
It is definitely chosen for you. And it's not always like the nicknames that stick aren't always appreciated by the person who receives them.
So what's your nickname?
So like my mom.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Her nickname, I'm so sorry, Mom. It became Moohead. I was going to say, I'm so sorry, Moohead.
Like moo, like the sound a cow makes. Moo head.
Oh, we're bad people. We call my mom Moohead. God bless her. And she really did. I'm so sorry, Moody. Sometimes we call her Moody. We call her Moody Blues. She resisted for a long time. Yeah. And really, and this is how it works in my family, like with nicknames. if one of them catches fire, it's like that's just what sticks, and everyone will start using it. And that one did, and that's just what we all call her, despite her best efforts to get us not to. And then I think she just like
you just accept it.
She just accepted it.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, Moohead.
Can't believe.
But also related to this, Chase and I also have pretty freaking weird nicknames for each other.
We do.
We call each other Juice, which is really unsavory.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. So I think it was similar to this other couple that shared that they have like fun, silly names. It was like we were just picking random names of different things. And at first when we got married, I think it was like, again, silly names, but it was stuff that like household items. And anyways, Juice was just one of the ones that at first Shannon was like,
he said it first.
She's like, I don't really like that.
No, I did not like it. I was like, ew, that makes me think of like unsavory things. Don't call me Juice. But again, this is how it is. It was
one of those things
it's
that
just the one that stuck. And then now we call each other.
Now it's an endearing term. Now we call each other Juice.
Well, it is. But that is what we call each other.
And I think my favorite was you've probably done this before, but I tried to send a text. I was sending a text message to Shannon while I was at work. This was like, I don't know, like 8 or 9 years ago. And I accidentally sent it to one of my coworkers, a male coworker, I started the message off with Juice, and he responded, and it was so funny. And he responded with, "All good, Sugar Bear," or something like that. And I was laughing so hard. I can't remember who it was exactly.
I don't feel like I knew that story. That was hilarious.
It was one of the funniest things. Anyways,
I thought you were gonna say that, because this is another thing with Chase and I. If he ever doesn't call me by a nickname.
Oh, if I called her by Shannon?
If he calls me Shannon,
oh, man.
it is so triggering to me. This is another one that I'm like, is this normal? Are y'all like this? Like, he'll be like, he went through this little phase. It was so weird, you guys. And it was like, literally probably 8 years into our marriage. Like, we'd been married a hot minute when this randomly started happening. He went through like a 6-month phase, I feel like, where he just started calling me Shannon. He'd be like,
I was just trying it out.
Hey, Shannon, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, whoa. What? Excuse me, your tone? It's like I instantly found it like, are we in a fight?
She thought she was in trouble or she done something wrong.
And it'd be to just talk about we weren't in a fight. It'd be about anything random. But it became a big trigger. I'd be like, don't call me Shannon.
Yes.
And then I'd be like,
so I've stopped.
Yes, Chase.
I have stopped calling her Shannon.
Yeah, I had to nip that in the bud quick.
So another one that is right here, it's pretty
Sometimes
funny.
I call you Prius. Sometimes we call each other Prius.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes we do have nicknames that are meant to like be silly, but kind of a little bit of a dig.
A little bit of a dig.
Like if we say, okay, Prius.
And if you drive a
know
Prius,
what that means.
is
we know
awesome. That's great.
That's meant to be a little bit of a... All right, moving on. Sorry.
Another one that's pretty funny. So this is another one that you guys sent. He uses his middle finger to scroll his phone. Actually, now that you say that, what's funny is that I guess I use my middle finger when touching the screen in the car. Yeah, in our car. We started
randomly doing that.
And our son was like, Dad, or Jack was like, Dad, you can't use your middle finger to do that.
And I was like, poking things Jack, on the screen with his middle finger, and Jack would be like, Dad,
use another finger. Don't use your middle finger.
I was like, and it's not like he was like this. Were you? Maybe you were.
No, I don't think I was.
I don't know. But yeah, Jack was very triggered by
Anyways,
that.
I was trying to explain to him, like, hey, buddy, does not mean the same thing. Yeah. Anyways, I guess I do that. I did not realize. Yeah.
That's funny.
What's the next one?
We have a weird little goodbye handshake that we have to do every time we leave each other.
I think that's cute.
That's kind of adorable. I liked that one. This was another really cute one. I always make him a road trip care package of snacks when he goes out of town 2 to 3 times a year. That is so cute.
That's very cute.
Wife of the year. Why don't you do that for me? I think we should adopt that.
I will work on that. I will work on that one. Next one. I have a space heater I need in the bathroom in order to poop. Don't ask. Laugh out loud. I order 2 at a time.
I appreciated that so much.
I mean, maybe you just have to be in the zone. I know there's the squatty potty and
man.
and maybe you just
Those
have a certain
have to be just
type of
really,
environment,
to make it work. But it was funny that it was a space heater because I also am obsessed with space heaters. I don't need one in the bathroom to do my business, but I do love me a space heater.
Space heaters and fans. Shannon loves those.
Every night I sleep with a fan right on my face, like blowing directly on my face. But I also have a space heater right next to my nightstand as well, in case I need to start with the heater because it's cold, and then I switch to the fan. But like growing up, that was a thing with me and my siblings. We would all go into my parents' room. They had a space heater because my dad also really loved space heaters. And we would put our feet, there's 7 of us, okay? I have 6 siblings. We would all be in there laying in a row on my parents' floor, like fighting to get our feet in front of the space heater. We'd put a blanket like just over the front of it. It wasn't allowed to go over the back. And I have
fond memories.
I have a lot of good memories about space heaters. Now I will associate them with the idea of pooping as well.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. He always blames her dogs when he farts, even if we're not at home.
It's hilarious.
Yep.
Lots of good intel about y'all's farting
flatulence.
antics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it wrong that I found those really funny?
No, that's good.
The sense of humor is like an 8-year-old, so it's fine.
He regularly gets my
ingrowns out.
Wow.
Ingrown hairs out.
Is that hairs?
Must be. Because the next one says we trim each other.
Okay. I mean, hey, you gotta be taking care of each other. That's great.
I'm gonna assume are we talking about pubic hair on this one?
Or ingrown, I don't know, toenails,
beard,
maybe?
Facial, I don't know. Either way, it was funny. That was a good one.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of this one. Throws his clothes in his closet. Throws his clothes on his closet floor right next to his hamper, which is open. There were so many of these. Puts his socks right by the hamper. Doesn't ever actually put his stuff in the hamper. Yeah, lots of those.
So another one that seems like there were a lot of this, leaves mugs and cups all over the house. So Shannon doesn't leave mugs or cups, but she leaves Diet Cokes all around the house. So you can find them in all different rooms, and they're usually like half or like 2/3.
Like partially
consumed.
It's because it has to be like really cold. And if it's not, then they get abandoned.
And she's trained our son as well. So like if his water doesn't have ice in it or it's not chilled, he's like, can I have mom's water? Because he knows that your water's always going to be chilled, but he never asks for my water, which is kind of nice because then I get to keep my water chilled. Yeah. So I just won't put any ice in it to make sure that I get to keep the water for myself.
Good strategy. Yeah,
no, I'm willing to share as well, but I just don't put any ice in mine all the time.
Yeah, Jack doesn't ask for water. He asks for cold water. Can I have some cold water, please?
That's right.
Okay. My husband is always doing my laundry. I accuse him of only doing it to smell my dirty underwear. Whoa. There's a lot about y'all sleeping antics. This one says, my boyfriend laughs in his sleep and it legit scares me sometimes. That would be a little creepy. That'd be really sleep talking. He'll open his eyes and answer me in his sleep and then not remember the next morning. Okay. Yes, this makes me think of something you do. Chase is he's startled very easily when he's sleeping. So I would say like on most nights, you'll be asleep and all of a sudden, at least one time, he'll like hop up out of bed all startled, like
ready to fight, ready to go.
And you have a certain look that you always do. I wish I could show you what it is, but I'm always just like, it's okay, everything's fine. Sometimes secretly it's annoying to me. I'm like
I wake up startled many times.
It's funny. Next. Wait, this one. Likes to kiss the cat's feet. Thought that one was weird.
We don't have any pets.
That's a good weird one.
Currently.
This is hilarious.
My husband pees with the door open, which whatever, but he farts every time he pees. I hear them all.
Every time he pees. Oh, that one was good.
That's good.
Okay. Whenever we need to leave, there's all of a sudden something super important he needs to do. Right then. Never fails. Gotta go to a birthday party? Just need to put together the swing set real quick.
That is exactly like Shannon.
What?
Yes. There's so it'll be like we're like, oh, we need to go to the airport at this time. And she's like, oh, let me go get a spray tan real quick. Or
but
we need to stop and do this or, whatever real quick. And it's like always like we're already past the time when we said, so it's already a rush.
Okay. Mine is a lesser version of this. I do like...
It's not a swing set, and I'm sure they're exaggerating as well. But...
How dare you?
I'm sorry. But she maximizes the time, right? She wants to get as much out of the time as possible.
It's true. It's one of my best qualities.
When
he's on car speaker, he talks so loud. That was one of the submissions. That's funny because Chase doesn't have to be on anything, and he talks...
My decibel,
so loud.
my decibels are...
It's like no awareness of appropriate volume for the setting he's in.
In fact, I feel like when I don't need to be, I'm better at it. But when I do need to be quiet, it's like for some reason, it's always the wrong time and the right volume. Or the wrong volume at the wrong time.
Yeah, nothing right is happening in those moments. Yeah, baby's sleeping. Chase will be like, "What's for dinner?" We can hear every word here in this office all of his calls. We hear all of it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. This one says, me. What a nice guy. Him. What guy?
Selective hearing.
You are the same way. Except for yours is more like, I'll be like, hey, what do we want to get for dinner? We'll be sitting like this close, okay? I'll be like, what do you want for dinner, Chase? Nothing. Honey, what should we have for dinner? No response. Chase, what should we do for dinner? Nothing. Honey, hello. And my son does the same thing, and so help me. It's the thing. It just starts to make my blood boil. Anyway.
We flip each other off, all in love, though. That's funny.
Really appreciated that one because that's another thing we do in my family. Growing up, my mom would flip us off. Once we were past the age of, once it was appropriate. You reach an age where it's appropriate to flip each other off, right?
What age is that?
I don't know. I appreciated that one. Okay, next.
Yeah, this is something that... Oh, okay. I regularly make up songs about things I'm doing or happening around the house. Yeah, it's exactly like, what's the movie called? Enchanted? I feel like where she's just making up songs and like singing stuff. I feel like Shannon does the exact same thing. She like sings and makes up songs about different things that are going on.
It's like life narration in song. Fun. It's never annoying to anybody. I can't sit through a movie. I'm talking, pausing every 10 to 15 minutes for the bathroom, popcorn, a snack, etc.
I feel like we're pretty good, right, during movies. I don't feel like we...
Well, I related to this one because I feel like I know all the things that I need to be able to like truly lock in and be, like commit to watching a show or a movie. But there's a lot of things. So like Chase is just like ready to go. And I'm like, hang on, I need like 15 minutes.
And I like to be there to like see the previews. I don't know why, but I just like to see the previews.
But it can be even if we're just like watching a show in our room.
That's true.
Because I'm like, okay, I need my water. I need my other drink. I need a snack. I need chapstick. I need my Trident gum. I probably need my laptop. I need my phone. I have to be in comfortable clothes. Are the sheets clean? Do we have the blankets we want? Yeah,
she's got a checklist.
Chase loves it.
She's got a great checklist. This one's kind of funny too. I catch myself shimmying my shoulders like a mini dance when I'm eating good food.
That reminds me of my mom, except for my mom does it when she's cold. but I swear it's like every single time we interact with her, at least once, and it could be in the dead of summer, I swear, she'll be like, it's usually when we're like sitting down with her, and it is usually when we're eating something, and she'll go without fail.
It's actually very
every
cute.
time. It's adorable.
It is. Next one.
I can tell when my husband is sitting on the potty because he starts sending me Instagram posts. Yeah,
That's
same.
funny.
Except for Chase sends me TikToks, just all the TikToks, and I'm like, oh, you working one out there? Okay, these are a few that were frequent. Lots of people said this. The socks all over the entire house. Leaving cupboard doors open. We talked about that one. Okay, this one was so funny. Randomly talks in our baby voices in public that we talk to our dog in.
I like that. That's also something that my family does is we would talk with our teeth clenched.
Yes.
And we would say little things to like babies and pets and stuff. Mostly like babies and little kids and stuff.
Clench their teeth, and so now
Shannon does it. She's adopted it.
Now we all do that.
There was no choice.
Yeah.
Sniffing each other's ears.
That was one of the submitted answers.
I wonder, like, do people's ears smell? Like,
No.
do they smell bad?
No,
I guess if you don't clean them or something.
I do this to Jack's face.
You sniff his face?
I'll be like,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I feel like people watching this are probably so icked out. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Okay, this was one that got submitted a lot too. Chewing too loudly. You guys, this is like one of my absolute biggest pet peeves, people who chomp when they eat. And all of my family, it's like a family pet peeve of ours, okay? And I have a couple sisters who are like, I have one sister who's like neurotic about it. Like it could be the first time she's met you, and if you are chomping your food, she is probably going to call you out on it. So what's funny about that is Chase never used to do that. He was really good about not chomping. And then again, similar to the Shannon thing, randomly, like, I don't know, many years into our marriage, he just randomly started chomping.
I don't know.
Just
you gotta mix things up. You have to keep things exciting.
And
keep her on her toes.
What is happening?
I'm not sure.
You didn't used to do this. What? Another thing he didn't used to do, and now he started doing it, is leaving the toilet seat up. That was another thing a lot of y'all said. And he never used to do that. And then, like, I don't know, 7-8 years into our marriage, he just like, no, maybe like 9 years into our marriage, just randomly started.
You have to keep him guessing, right? You can't give him.
Dude, you're going backwards. Like,
okay,
these are the things.
It's good feedback. This is good feedback.
You're not supposed to develop bad habits the longer we've been married. It's supposed to go the other way.
So this one Shannon also does. So eats certain things with a tiny spoon, like pudding or ice cream. So weird to me. LOL.
Is that so weird?
So Shannon,
that's what they said.
So Shannon eats ice cream.
Is that weird to you?
With a tiny spoon, like a kid's spoon. Or she eats cereal in like a kid's bowl. Like a small kid's bowl.
It's so much better.
I don't
Listen. If you are not doing this, I highly advise
Is it like because you want to savor every bite? Like I feel like you don't get enough in a kid's spoon.
Like for me, well, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could see it that way. But like for me, yeah. I used to be obsessed with Halo Top ice cream. I had a pint of it, like an entire carton of it, every single night.
Every single night?
Every night. Factored it into my, I just planned for it, whatever. And I ate it with one of those little Munchkin baby spoons. And yeah, it made it so much better because it lasts longer. Like if you are a quantity food person, like you're the type that, yes, obviously you want it to taste good, but you tend to want a lot of it as well, because that's me. Try the little spoon. And same with the baby bowl. It's like an optical illusion. It makes me feel like I'm getting just like tons of cereal, even though I like measured out how much I'm having.
Maybe it's because it's like the optics of it. Like it looks like your cereal is huge in that bowl. And so you're like, man, this whole bowl is full.
Also, I think the other reason I do that is because it prevents it from I'm less likely to put too much milk in. And then I don't like it when it's too much milk and it's all soupy. Anyway. Next.
So my husband picks his nose while driving all the time. It drives me crazy.
Dude. Guilty.
We both pick our nose.
We are both real guilty of picking our nose while we're driving. We got a new car this year for me. Well, I mean, it's a family car, but it's like the car that I drive around town. And I purposely got the windows tinted because I wanted to be able to.
That's why she got the. I had no idea that this is why she wanted the windows to be tinted.
Part of it, I wanted to be able to pick my nose in peace while I'm driving.
That just makes me want, like, if I'm riding with her, I want to roll down the windows so that she will have an opportunity to wave. So then people can also see you pick
your nose because you're no better, bro. Yeah, we do that. It is kind of gross, and I hate to confess that I feel like it has caused our son.
It's been a bad.
He
a bad also
we will catch him picking his nose, and we're like, dude. But in our defense. For the people who don't do this, when do y'all pick your nose? When do you do it?
That's a good question.
I feel like I could be digging crap out of my nose like pretty much all the time. And it's a little bit like earwax. Like there's something so satisfying about like clearing that out to me.
Interesting.
So for folks who don't have that, like when do you clean out your nose? Because also nothing worse than having like a boogie hanging out,
use
right?
Like a Kleenex?
Like a flurry.
Yeah.
I mean, we use Kleenexes though.
Yeah.
We keep a big old pack of baby wipes in our car.
We use those
very, at our hands reach, arm's length. How do you say that? Anyway, so that we can like wipe our sick boogery finger.
Gosh,
we're gross. If we had
like
any audience at all for this podcast, I think we lost them all right there. It's the beginning of the end.
Another one that was pretty common is leaving dirty clothes next to the hamper.
I talked about
food crusted dishes in the sink. Leaves garbage in the house.
Oh, I hate that.
Those are the worst. This one's funny.
My husband talks in weird accents and sings random songs all the time. All the time. I appreciate that.
That'd be fun to be in their car.
If we were good at accents, I feel like we would be those people.
Yeah. And my accents are very inconsistent. Yes. Like they just go, yeah. They're really bad. They're really bad.
It's okay. So, honey.
But
you have other talents.
I haven't gotten good at them yet. But it just maybe I just need to practice mindset. Like this guy. Just need to practice all the time, and then I'll just get better.
There you go. He's always trimming his nails in the living room. This one, there were a lot of this one. Shaving immediately after I cleaned the bathroom. There was a lot about shaving. Yeah, #relatable. Sometimes I'll walk into the bathroom. There will literally be like just a little pile of shaving clippings on the floor, and I'm like, were you planning on cleaning that up, or is that just a treat that you were leaving for me?
Next one, my husband calls me a gremlin because my nightstand is always filled with cups and snacks.
Oh, man.
Shannon is totally a gremlin.
Guilty.
And she, like, every single night, so this is another quirk. So Shannon will brush her teeth, like all of us do at the end of the evening, right? You're getting ready for bed. And then she'll go and get a bunch of snacks.
Oh, my gosh.
So she'll get her popcorn, her watermelons, her orange Trident gum, her peanut butter M&Ms, and and then a Diet Coke that's caffeinated, and then a Diet Coke that's not caffeinated, and it'll all be on her nightstand.
I do.
All of that stuff.
I do need a larger nightstand because things definitely pile up on there. And I will say, nighttime is when my weird food antics definitely present themselves. Every night I bring a regular Diet Coke and a caffeine-free Diet Coke to bed with me to kind of decide, like, okay, am I going to make a wise decision and not drink more caffeine now at like 11 o'clock at night? Or am I going to think of things that I need to get done and try to like
power through it?
Yeah, power through. It's true. Oh my gosh. Wait. The last one you said made me think of something. Oh, okay. Speaking of brushing teeth, though, so Chase thinks it's super weird that I'll brush my teeth at night and then eat snacks afterward, which, like, okay, I get it. Not the best from a dental hygiene perspective. But when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I want to do, I have to go pee, and then I brush my teeth because, after you've been sleeping all night, your mouth is so hot, your breath is so bad.
Dragon's breath.
And that's like the first thing I want to do. Y'all, Chase will wake up and not brush his teeth first thing in the morning. He'll be up for like hours and hasn't brushed his teeth.
And then I'll brush my teeth after I eat.
I don't know, man. I think sometimes when you push it that long, you forget. And I'm like, how are you standing
your own breath?
Yourself. Like, can't you smell your breath? It is genuinely unfathomable to me. I do not understand that one. Wait. This one was funny. My husband hates the flat sheet not tucked at the end of the bed. He's scared the devil's going to get him. I could not feel more opposite of this. I cannot stand.
She does not like flat sheets.
I don't like flat sheets in general. We actually don't sleep with a flat sheet. We use them for like the girls to sleep on with their little mats and stuff. But if we are at a hotel, that is the first thing that I do when I get in there is I like rip out the flat sheet so that it's not tucked because it's claustrophobia to me. Seriously, it like makes me feel
You feel trapped?
It makes me feel trapped. I hate that.
And she said scared the devil's going to get.
Yes.
Okay, so toothbrush in the shower, hate it. And toilet seat never down.
Toilet seat never down. Guys.
Toothbrush in the shower though? I don't know.
Is that weird?
Like it feels like, wouldn't it be like warm, like moist water and like you're showering your body and stuff?
But I could see that as being efficient. I don't think
But do you have toothpaste? I mean, you have to have toothpaste in there too then, right?
Yeah. I don't think that's that weird though. I remember when I first found out that people blow their nose in the shower, like into their hands. There's a kid in junior high who told me he did that. And I was like, ew, really? But then I tried it. That is my favorite way to blow my nose now. Do you do that? Do you blow your nose in the shower?
That is so gross.
Is that gross?
No, I'm just kidding. I do that. But maybe it is gross to someone else too.
But dude, again, this is another one. I'm going to just, if you're not doing that, you're missing out. You need to try it. Because like you can just obviously, clean off your hands right there in the shower. But it's like the best way to get it all out. Man, that's a good hack. Okay, I have to share just a couple more of Chase because that nobody mentioned. Okay, Chase spits in the toilet before he goes pee. Habitually. Like every time he pees, he like leans over and spits into the toilet. Why? What?
Not sure.
I don't understand. It is so weird.
It's a good question.
Here's one of our interesting marriage quirks. So this has become our routine. Chase can fall asleep anywhere. I'm not kidding you. Literally anywhere. And he kind of hits a wall, I would say between like 9 and 10 o'clock every night. Wherever we are, he will lay down, go to sleep. It's usually like on the ground of the living room or on the couch. And he'll take like, I don't know, a 3 or 4 hour power nap. Like out on the couch. I go into our bedroom and, watch my shows while I work, do my thing. And then he comes in at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And then we sleep the rest of the night in the same bed. But it works. I mean, it works for us. And interestingly, my dad was the same way. Like
my dad
it was like
too.
Once he got tired, you could not get that man to move. I feel like that's what it is. You just want to lay down wherever you are. But it's pretty funny. Chase packs so if you've followed us on other socials for a while, you probably know this by now. I am a habitual overpacker, like to the max. But I would say Chase is like the opposite. He'll pack for like a 2-week overseas vacation the same way he packs for like an overnighter staycation. Not kidding. I'll be like, you brought 2 pairs of underwear. We're here for 10 days, dude. Like what?
You can wash them, right? If there's like a laundry mat or something.
Oh my gosh, sometimes. And it's gotten to where like, as a moms will relate to this. You pack for your kids, or at the very least, if your kids are at a point where they can pack for themselves, you're like double checking what they put in there just to make sure they have all the things. So now I do that for Chase because I'm genuinely concerned that he's going to pack 2 pairs of underwear for a 10-day trip. And he can pack so fast. He will pack for a big old trip in like 10 minutes. But that's why. Because he's just throwing in whatever's literally at the top of his mind. And he figures, it'll be fine. I'll make it work. Like,
and it always does. It always works out.
How do you live like that? Any others that would need to that are worth mentioning?
I think that's it. Oh, Shannon does say that when she throws the diapers away, like she'll always try to shoot it like a basketball, and she says she is like a Steph Curry.
She says, do you hear how he's saying this?
She says she's like a Steph Curry. I will say that she's a Steph Curry in development, like maybe in middle school or high school when he was still definitely working on the basics of
how dare you
making the shot.
No,
because she doesn't always make it. And also it depends on the diaper. If it's like a poopy diaper, she doesn't shoot it, obviously. But
yes, I do feel like I have weirdly good aim when it comes to throwing diapers away. Like weirdly good aim. And I talked to my sister-in-law. She said the same thing. I don't know if this is like, like those weird mom superpowers that just don't really have an explanation. I feel like it might be one of those. But can I make a shot any other time? Absolutely not. But if it is a diaper that needs to go in a trash can, I usually make it. Same thing with I feel like moms develop random ninja skills. Like if something is going to fall, I've got
cat-like reflexes.
Yeah. And I'll grab it before it falls.
That's
or
true.
Retrieve.
Or if a kid's going to fall
Mid-air.
or something. She actually did that. This was, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago. My cousin's,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, on our stairs. Yeah, James.
Oh, yeah.
He almost fell down the stairs. So my cousin's son, he was climbing up our stairs and lost his balance.
Old. Yeah.
And Shannon caught him by what was an arm or a leg or something.
Yeah.
But she caught him from falling down the stairs, which was super awesome.
Charlie,
but definitely demonstrated those skills.
Yeah, thank you. Charlie almost fell off the bed recently.
Yep, and Shannon caught her.
Yeah, it's like that mom thing where you go into ninja mom mode. I've never run faster in my life to catch Charlie. No.
You got
it. But we did. All right. Guys, thanks for participating in this episode. If no one else enjoyed this, at least I know that Chase and I really enjoyed this.
Thanks for sharing some of your quirks.
To read all your quirks.
Now we all know that we're all a little bit quirky and
we're weird.
And that's okay.
That's a beautiful thing.
It's kind of fun.
I weird or nothing. That's how I feel. Not weird is boring.
Makes it more fun that way.
I love the weird. Anyway.
So where can they find us on future episodes, Shannon?
We're nailing our outro too. Look at you just
on YouTube.
Coming in with it.
Family Made Media.
Yep. On the Family Made Media channel on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The Willardson Family YouTube channel. On my socials, at Shannon Willardson on Instagram and TikTok. And anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Spotify, Apple.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next time.
Have a great day.